Xia Dynasty, legend or reality? Let's go back, way back, before the Terracotta Army, before Confucius, before the Great Wall even had a single brick. We're diving into a time so ancient, it teeters on the edge of myth, the era of the Xia Dynasty. Was it China's first dynasty, or just an elaborate bedtime story passed down through bamboo scrolls and poetic exaggeration? This is a tale where history and legend blur like ink on silk. According to ancient Chinese records, the Xia Dynasty ruled from around 2100 BCE to 1600 BCE. It was founded by Yu the Great, a man so determined, he supposedly spent years digging canals with his bare hands to stop the floods of the Yellow River. Talk about DIY flood control. Yu didn't just save villages, he apparently impressed everyone so much, they handed him the throne. This marked the birth of hereditary rule in China. At least, that's what the Shujing, the Book of Documents, and later texts like the records of the Grand Historian tell us. But here's the problem. Those books were written centuries after the Xia supposedly existed, like trying to write a biography of your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, based on vibes and family gossip. Archaeologists searched. They poked around the Yellow River Valley. They found a culture called Erlitou. It had bronze tools, palaces, urban planning, pretty impressive stuff for 1900 BCE. Could Erlitou be the Xia? Possibly. But they didn't leave any texts saying, "Welcome to Xia, please mind the chariots." So we're left with fragments, pottery shards, bones, and dreams. And a big question, if there's no writing, can we call it a dynasty? Some scholars say yes. Dynasty doesn't always mean written records, it means organized rule, social structure, inherited leadership. And the Erlitou culture ticks a lot of those boxes. Others argue the Xia was invented later by the Zhou dynasty to justify their own rise. Look, they said, we're restoring the old ways. Classic move. Make up a golden past so your present looks legit. It's like claiming your startup is based on ancient wisdom when really it's just good marketing. But let's pause for a second. Even if parts of the Xia story were made up, does that make it meaningless? Not at all. Legends matter. They shape identity, culture, and values. Yu the Great wasn't just a flood fighter. He was a symbol of perseverance, order, and duty to the people. In a land constantly battling rivers and chaos, that kind of myth carried weight. Besides, how many civilizations can say their founding hero literally shaped the land? Whether or not Yu existed, his story helped define what a ruler should be, and that's powerful. In recent decades, Chinese archaeologists have leaned more and more toward accepting the Xia as real, at least in some form. They point to carbon dating, settlement layers, and consistent regional growth. But without written proof, the debate continues. Was the Xia dynasty real? Maybe. Was it legendary? Absolutely. It lives in textbooks, temples, and the national imagination. And in a way, that makes it more enduring than any brick-and-mortar palace. Because stories, unlike buildings, don't crumble. So here we are, looking at ruins, reading legends, and asking questions across 4,000 years. Xia may not give us clear answers, but it gives us something better, a mystery that still inspires wonder. And in the end, maybe that's the point. Because sometimes the search for truth is the best part of the story.